According to the ASPCA, approximately 7.6 million companion animals enter animal shelters nationwide every year. My name is Fallyn Thompson, and today I'm going to be persuading you why you should adopt your next pet. This is relevant to you because the AMVA.org says that approximately 36.5% of U.S. households owns a dog and 30.4% of U.S. households owns a cat. I'm sure that a lot of you probably have a cat or a dog, maybe your family or your friends do. So it's important to consider where we get our animals from and who we're supporting when we buy those animals, and just the welfare of animals in general. I can talk to you about this because I currently have 2 dogs, but I've had a lot of pets in my lifetime, and so have my family and friends. They've all come from different backgrounds and different places, and so it's something that I've put a lot of thought into and had to consider. Now that I've told you kind of what we're going to be talking about today, let me give you a problem, a solution, and some benefits of adopting your next pet. So a big problem in America today is that there are a ton of homeless animals. According to DoSomething.org, homeless animals outnumber homeless people 5 to 1. That is a really outstanding number. And you can be driving down the road and see animals. It's not really a secret. There's homeless animals everywhere. And because of that, wherever you go, there's also a lot of shelters. But the problem is that since there's so many homeless animals, they can't all fit in shelters. This leads to animals having to be euthanized or put down, and it's just really not good that we're having to put down animals that deserve a loving home and deserve to live with people who take care of them. The ASPCA reports that each year approximately 2.7 million animals are euthanized. That's really sad that we're having to put down those animals when we could be adopting them. So my solution is that instead of buying animals, we should try to adopt more. The Humane Society.org says that most puppies in pet stores and sold online come from puppy mills. The dogs are sold to unsuspecting consumers in pet stores, over the internet, and through classified ads. That's really scary because puppy mills are a place where, animals are bred over and over. They're in unsanitary conditions. They're not really well taken care of. But, if you think about it, if we buy animals like in a store or something, they probably, not always, but a lot of the time they come from these kinds of places. But it's different because, when we adopt from a shelter, they might have had a previous owner, or maybe, in shelters they take care of the animals, and, you're actually getting it from the people that have found the animal, and you can see how they've been taken care of. Some of them have been neutered or altered, and they take care of their health and stuff. They feed them good, so you know where your animal's coming from. Also, like an objection to this is a lot of people like specific breeds, and that's why they buy the purebred from the store. But actually, according to DoSomething.org, 25% of dogs that enter local shelters are purebred. That actually surprised me because, when you think of shelter animals, you think of like mutts and stuff, but there are purebred animals, and you will come across purebred animals, and you might find something that you really like. So that's my solution, and it's beneficial, for you and for the animals. If we adopt more animals, less of them will have to be euthanized. If we adopt more animals, we're not buying animals from a store, and we're not supporting puppy mills. And puppy mills are going to continue to function as long as we support them. So if we do this, there could be more animals in loving homes. The American Humane.org reports that only 25% of dogs and 24% of cats that enter animal shelters are adopted. That's a significantly low percentage of animals, and I think that if we got that higher, that'd be really great, because you know, all animals deserve a loving home. And you know, sometimes, you know, it's sad when an animal is in a shelter and never gets adopted. So to close my speech, I challenge you to, the next time you or a family member or a friend wants a new pet, to consider a shelter and to go visit the animals and just see if there's something that you would like before you just go to a store and decide to buy one. And also, this is beneficial because shelter animals are cheaper, like significantly cheaper, and you know, so that's a big plus. So you can go to theshelterpetproject.org and look at animals in local shelters near you. And so I hope that you would consider that and make the world a better place for homeless animals.